Right, listen up, you lot. Today we're diving into the world of grapes. Not just any grapes, mind you, but the superstars, the A-listers, the top 10 export varieties taking the world by storm. We're talking about the creme de la creme, the grapes that make winemakers weep with joy and supermarkets fight tooth and nail to stock their shelves with. But let me tell you, these beauties don't just magically appear overnight. Growing top-notch grapes is a science, a delicate dance between nature's elements and a whole lot of hard graft. Get the conditions even slightly wrong and you'll end up with a pathetic harvest fit only for the bin. So, whether you're a seasoned grower or a clueless idiot just discovering grapes aren't just for snacking on, stick with me. I'm about to break down the ideal conditions for each of these champion varieties. Let's get to it. First up, we've got the Thompson Seedless, also known as the Sultana in some parts of the world. This little fella is the undisputed king of the grape world, accounting for a massive chunk of global exports. Why is it so popular? Well, for starters, it's as versatile as a bloody Swiss Army knife. You want fresh grapes bursting with sweet, juicy flavor? Thompson Seedless. Need raisins that plump up your breakfast cereal and cookies? Thompson Seedless. Fancy a light, refreshing wine to unwind with after a long day? You guessed it, Thompson Seedless to the rescue. This grape can do it all, but don't think for a minute that this jack of all trades is a master of none. It excels in every single application, consistently delivering top-notch quality. No wonder it's the darling of both consumers and producers. Now, let's talk Turkey, or should I say terroir? If you want to grow these bad boys, you better make sure your climate's playing ball. They crave sunshine like a Brit on holiday in Spain. We're talking warm, dry conditions, with temperatures ideally between 25 and 35 degrees Celsius. And for God's sake, keep the humidity low. These grapes don't need to be swimming in a sauna. The soil, well, it can't be some waterlogged swamp, can it? Thompson Seedless prefers a nice, well-drained, sandy loam soil. Give them these conditions and they'll reward you with a bumper crop. Get it wrong and you'll be left with a vineyard full of sad, shriveled grapes. And trust me, nobody wants to see that, least of all me. Chapter 3, Crimson Seedless, the shelf life superstar. Next up, we've got the Crimson Seedless, another heavy hitter in the export game. This beauty's claim to fame, its incredible shelf life. This grape can survive a trip across the globe and still look as fresh as the day it was picked. And let's not forget about the taste. It's bursting with sweetness, with a delightful crunch that'll have you reaching for more. Seriously, these grapes are so addictive they should come with a warning label, but the Crimson Seedless's longevity isn't just a happy accident. It's the result of careful breeding and, of course, the right growing conditions. These grapes are tougher than they look, but even they need a helping hand from Mother Nature. So, if you want to grow these beauties, you better pay attention. The Crimson Seedless, like any self-respecting grape, enjoys a good dose of sunshine, but unlike the Thompson Seedless, it prefers a slightly cooler climate. Think Mediterranean vibes, with temperatures hovering between 20 and 30 degrees Celsius. And the humidity? Keep it low, you hear me? We don't want these grapes turning into soggy messes. Now let's talk soil. The Crimson Seedless isn't as fussy as some of its diva counterparts. Give it a well-drained, loamy soil, and it'll be right as rain. It's all about balance, you see. The right amount of sun, the right amount of water, and a good, solid foundation to grow on. Get these basics right, and you'll be swimming in Crimson Seedless grapes. Get it wrong, and well, let's just say you'll be wishing you'd paid attention. Chapter 4, Red Globe grapes. You hear the name and you think, are these clowns serious? Bloody right they are. These grapes are the heavyweights of the export market. You want big? You got it. They are massive, like a prizefighter's fists, and just as impressive. And don't let the size fool you, they pack a punch of flavor too. Firm, crisp, and juicy. These are no delicate darlings. They can handle a long journey and still arrive in perfect condition. That's why they're a favorite, from the vineyards to the supermarket shelves. Now listen up, you want to grow these bad boys? You need to bring your A game. Warm, dry climates are your starting point. Temperatures between 20 to 30 degrees Celsius, like a nice summer's day. That's what they crave. Humidity, keep it moderate. We don't want these beauties getting soggy. And the soil, deep, well drained, with a neutral pH. You give them these conditions and they'll reward you with a bumper crop. No wonder these grapes are a global phenomenon. They're versatile, you can eat them fresh, turn them into juice, or even use them for wine. They're the complete package. But don't get complacent. Growing red globes is a marathon, not a sprint. You need to be on top of your game from pruning to harvesting. One wrong move and you'll end up with a bunch of sad, shriveled grapes. Consistency is key here. Consistent watering, consistent fertilization, and consistent care. Don't even think about cutting corners, you'll only be cheating yourself. Get it right, and you'll have a vineyard that's the envy of the world. A sea of plump, juicy red globes, ready to conquer the global market. Now get to it. Flame seedless grapes, now we're talking. These crimson beauties are a feast for the eyes and the palate. That vibrant red color, it's like a siren call drawing you in. And the flavor, don't even get me started, sweet with a hint of tang like a summer romance. They're the perfect balance of sweet and tart, enough to make your taste buds sing. But what makes these grapes truly special is their versatility. You can enjoy them fresh off the vine, pop them into a fruit salad, or even use them to add a touch of elegance to your cheese board. But don't think for a minute that these grapes are high maintenance. Oh no, they're surprisingly low key. Give them what they need and they'll reward you tenfold. Warm, dry climates are your best bet. Think California sunshine, that's what these grapes crave. Temperatures between 25 to 35 degrees Celsius. Now that's what I call ideal. Humidity, keep it low. We don't want any unwanted moisture. And the soil? Sandy or clay loam, well drained, of course. Get these basics right and you're halfway there. But don't get ahead of yourself. There's more to it than just sticking them in the ground and hoping for the best. These grapes need attention, they need care, pruning, training, you need to be on top of your game. But trust me, the effort is worth it. One bite of these fiery delights and you'll be hooked. The perfect blend of sweetness and tang. It's enough to convert even the most discerning palate. Chapter 6.5, Autumn Royal. Autumn Royal grapes. Now these are the royalty of the grape world. Black as midnight, they're not just for show, they've got the flavor to back it up. Sweet, juicy, with a hint of mystery, they're like a delicious secret you can't wait to share. One bite and you'll understand why they're in such high demand. But don't think you can just waltz in and grow these beauties. They demand respect, they demand the best. The right conditions, the right care, it's all got to be spot on. First and foremost, climate. Mediterranean is their game. Warm days, cool nights, that's what gets them going. Temperatures between 20 to 32 degrees Celsius, that's the sweet spot. Humidity, moderate, we don't want them drowning. And the soil? Loamy or sandy loam, well drained, naturally. Give them these basics and you're off to a good start. But don't get cocky, we're not done yet. These grapes need attention to detail. Pruning, training, pest control, it's all crucial. One slip up and you'll be serving up mediocrity. But get it right and you'll be rewarded with a harvest fit for a king. Bunches of plump, juicy autumn royals bursting with flavor. The kind of grapes that make you want to shout from the rooftops. So there you have it, the autumn royal grape. A challenge, yes, but rise to the occasion and you'll be laughing all the way to the bank. Chapter 7.6, Sugraone. Right, you lot, listen up. Sugraone, or as some fancy pants call it, superior seedless. Don't let the early harvest fool you. These green grapes pack a punch of sweetness that'll knock your socks off. These beauties thrive in scorching, hot, dry climates. Think blistering 25 to 35 degrees Celsius, the kind of heat that would make a snowman cry. And don't even think about humidity. These grapes like it bone dry like the Sahara Desert. The soil? Well, it needs to be loamy with a good dose of organic content. Think rich, fertile ground that's had a good dose of compost, not some sad, depleted dirt. Get it right, and you'll be swimming in a sea of sweet, juicy Sugraone grapes. Now these grapes, they're not messing about. They're bursting with flavor like a mouthful of sunshine. Forget your bland, tasteless grapes. These are the real deal. The kind of sweetness that makes you want to close your eyes and savor every bite. And the best part? No pesky seeds to get in the way of your enjoyment. They're perfect for snacking, adding to fruit salads, or even using in your cooking. Imagine a Sugraone and goat cheese tart, or a refreshing Sugraone sorbet. The possibilities are endless, you donkey, so get creative and show these grapes the respect they deserve. Cotton candy grapes, you heard that right. These aren't your average grapes, they're like a carnival in your mouth. We're talking about a flavor explosion that'll take you straight back to your childhood, to those sticky-fingered days at the fairground. But don't let the sweetness fool you. These grapes mean business. They need a warm, dry climate to thrive, just like those Sugraones. Think 25 to 35 degrees Celsius, the kind of heat that would make a polar bear sweat. And keep the humidity low. These grapes don't like a soggy bottom. Now the soil, it needs to be well drained and have a neutral pH. We're talking about the perfect balance, not too acidic, not too alkaline. Get it right and you'll be rewarded with grapes that are so sweet, so delicious, they'll make you want to dance a jig. These grapes are gaining popularity worldwide, and for good reason. They're unique, they're delicious, and they're damn right addictive. So next time you're at the market, keep an eye out for these little beauties. You won't regret it. Muscat grapes, the prima donnas of the grape world, known for their intense aroma, like walking through a blooming flower garden after a rain shower. These grapes are all about elegance and finesse, with a flavor that's both floral and fruity. But don't let the delicate flavor fool you. These grapes are tough cookies. They thrive in a Mediterranean climate with warm days and cool nights. We're talking about temperatures between 20 and 30 degrees Celsius. The kind of weather that makes you want to sip wine on a sun-drenched patio. Now, the humidity, it needs to be moderate, not too dry, not too humid, just like Goldilocks likes it. And the soil, well drained and slightly acidic to neutral, just the way these divas like it. Muscat grapes are incredibly versatile. You can enjoy them fresh, turn them into juice, or even use them to make wine. In fact, some of the world's most famous sweet wines are made from Muscat grapes. So, next time you're feeling fancy, reach for a bunch of Muscats. You deserve it. Listen up, you lot. We're diving into the exotic side of the grape world with Kyoho, a bloody rock star in Asia. These dark purple beauties are bursting with sugar, making them sweeter than a compliment from your grandma. They thrive in warm, humid climates, kind of like a sauna, but for grapes. We're talking 20 to 30 degrees Celsius with moderate to high humidity. And don't even think about planting them in that dry, cracked soil you call a garden. Kyoho needs deep, slightly acidic soil to reach its full potential. Remember, soil pH is crucial. If it's too alkaline, your Kyoho grapes will be as sour as a burnt lemon tart. Get yourself a soil testing kit and adjust the pH if needed. Trust me, it's worth the effort. Now, on to fertilizers. Kyoho grapes are heavy feeders, like a bunch of teenagers after football practice. Use a balanced fertilizer with micronutrients and don't be stingy with it. Apply it in early spring and again after harvest. Next up, we've got moondrops, also known as sweet sapphire. And let me tell you, these grapes are anything but common. With their unique elongated shape and deep purple color, they look like they were plucked straight from a galaxy far, far away. These beauties thrive in a Mediterranean climate, basking in the warmth like a sunbather on holiday. Think 25 to 35 degrees Celsius with low humidity. And don't even get me started on soggy soil. Moondrops need well-drained, sandy loam to loamy soil to avoid becoming waterlogged disasters. Now, when it comes to soil, sandy loam to loamy is the name of the game. It provides excellent drainage while still retaining enough moisture to keep these grapes happy. And don't forget about fertilization. Like any high-performing athlete, moondrops need the right fuel to thrive. A balanced fertilizer applied in early spring and again after harvest will do the trick. Remember, we're aiming for quality, not quantity. So don't over-fertilize or you'll end up with bland, watery grapes that taste like disappointment. Well, there you have it, you bunch of grape enthusiasts. We've covered the top 10 export grape varieties and their ideal growing conditions. Remember, soil testing is crucial. It's like reading the bloody menu before ordering. You need to know what's in it before you start planting. For those of you who want to keep it natural, compost, manure and other organic goodies can provide the necessary nutrients. And don't forget about those micronutrients. Foliar sprays during mid-season and granular fertilizers in early spring will keep your vines healthy and productive. Now get out there and grow some bloody fantastic grapes. Welcome back, grape enthusiasts. Now that you've got the knowledge and are ready to get growing, let's give you the ultimate grape growers checklist to ensure you have everything you need for a bountiful harvest. First, let's recap the top 10 export grape varieties and their yields. 1. Thompson Seedless Sultana. Yield 10 to 15 kilograms per plant per year. Notes: high-yielding variety, widely used for fresh eating, raisins and wine. Requires careful thinning to optimize quality. 2. Crimson Seedless. Yield 8 to 12 kilograms per plant per year. Notes: produces large red seedless grapes with good shelf life. Proper pruning and spacing improve yield. 3. Red Globe. Yield 15 to 20 kilograms per plant per year. Notes: a high-yielding variety with large seeded grapes. Needs ample space and nutrients to support its vigorous growth. 4. Flame Seedless. Yield 10 to 14 kilograms per plant per year. Notes: compact bunches with bright red grapes. Requires moderate fertilization and consistent pruning for optimal yield. 5. Autumn Royal. Yield 8 to 10 kilograms per plant per year. Notes: produces medium-sized seedless black grapes. Benefits from trellising and canopy management to improve light exposure. 6. Sugraone Superior Seedless. Yield 10 to 12 kilograms per plant per year. Notes: early maturing and good for high-density planting. Consistent watering and nutrient supply can improve yield. 7. Cotton Candy Grapes. Yield 6 to 10 kilograms per plant per year. Notes: known for its unique flavor, it has a lower yield than some commercial varieties, but high demand in specialty markets. 8. Muscat. Yield 8 to 12 kilograms per plant per year. Notes: aromatic variety used for fresh eating and wine. Requires warm climates and well-drained soils for best results. 9. Kyoho. Yield 10 to 15 kilograms per plant per year. Notes: large, sweet, seeded grapes popular in Asia. Thrives in warmer, humid regions, but needs careful management to avoid mildew. 1. Moondrops Sweet Sapphire. Yield 7 to 10 kilograms per plant per year. Notes: uniquely shaped grapes with high market value. Needs optimal spacing and care to ensure proper air circulation and avoid diseases. Next, consider the key factors affecting yield. 1. Climate. Ideal temperatures and humidity are essential for optimal grape production. 1. Soil and fertilization. Regular soil testing and balanced fertilization can significantly impact yield. 1. Irrigation. Proper water management is crucial, especially during the fruiting phase. 1. Pruning and training. Regular pruning and trellising improve light exposure and airflow, which enhances yield and fruit quality. With this checklist in hand, you're ready to embark on your grape growing journey. Remember, patience and consistency are key. Happy growing, and may your vineyards be ever fruitful. Pause 5S. Don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the notification bell for more grape growing tips and tricks. See you in the next video.